STI Electronics presents the J-STD-001 Inspection Kit. The master instructors here at STI Electronics have developed this J-STD-001 Inspection Kit. During this short video, we're going to explain why you need this inspection kit and how to use it. Let's start off by explaining why you need this kit. The IPC J-STD-001 training program for Certified IPC Specialists, or CISs, requires that all candidates for certification to Module 5, which is inspection, successfully inspect sample boards and terminals. The instructors must usually make boards and terminals with known defects and identifying marks. One of the biggest problems with the inspection samples is that a particular board will be given to a student with 12 defects and be returned to the instructor with 14 defects. This is because students may drop the samples or poke, prod, and bend parts to get a better look. STI has developed an IPC J-STD-001 Inspection Kit. Each kit is suitable for training 6 students at a time. Additional kits can be used for larger classes. The kit will include 8 terminals and 6 printed circuit assemblies individually embedded in acrylic resin. This means that the samples cannot be tampered with or modified. The use of this kit is very simple. Let's walk through the process step by step. We'll begin with the terminal inspection. First, hand out the terminal inspection sheets to each of the students. Next, have the students write their name and the date in the spaces at the bottom of the sheet. Give each one of the students a terminal inspection cube. Now have them write the laser etch designator in the first block for sample ID. Inform the students that actual measurements are not required as referenced in the J-STD-001E Clause 1.4.1. Also remind the students that unless an item is clearly a defect, it should be accepted as stated in J-STD-001E Clause 11.2.2.1. Explain to the students that all aspects of the terminal connections should be visible with the unaided eye. However, Table 11-1 specifies an inspection range of 1.5 to 3 power. Each inspection cycle should be limited to 10 minutes. At the completion of each cycle, the inspection cube should be passed to a neighboring desk until everyone has inspected all 8 samples. Additional time can be allotted at the end of the process as necessary. The student must identify one of 4 conditions for each individual class and should include a comment on the defect. When all the terminals have been inspected, the instructor will collect the terminals and the terminal inspection worksheets and grade them. Grading is easy. No errors is 100%. 1 error is 88%. 2 errors is 75%. 3 or more errors is a failing grade, and the student must wait the mandatory 24-hour minimum before retesting. Now let's take a look at the printed circuit assembly inspection. Give each student 2 printed circuit assembly inspection worksheets. Have them fill in the name and date on the bottom of the back side of the worksheet. Now hand each student a printed circuit assembly inspection board layout sheet. Inform the students that this board layout sheet is to be used as our approved assembly drawing. This means that even though J-STD-001E may not have a specific clause for a missing component, we will use clause 1.11, which states all products shall meet the requirements of the assembly drawings or documentation and the requirements for the applicable product class specified herein. Give each one of the students a printed circuit assembly inspection sample. Inform the students that they will be inspecting 2 assemblies. Have the students write the laser etch designator in the block for sample ID. Inform the students that actual measurements are not required as referenced in J-STD-001 Clause 1.4.1. Remind the students again that unless an item is clearly a defect, it should be accepted, as stated in J-STD-001 Clause 11.2.2.1. Explain to the students that Table 11-1 specifies an inspection range of 7.5 to 10 power magnification based on the minimum land width of the assembly. Each inspection cycle should be limited to 45 minutes. At the completion of each cycle, the inspection cubes should be passed to a neighboring desk so every student inspects 2 different samples. Additional time can be allotted at the end of the process as necessary. The student must identify one of 4 conditions for each individual class and should include a comment on the defect. When all the samples have been inspected, the instructor will collect the samples and the inspection worksheets and grade them. Again, grading is very easy. Use the answer keys to identify incorrect inspection calls. There are 100 opportunities on this assembly, so every error is 1 point off. A grade of 70 or greater is passing. If the student scores below a 70%, it is a failing grade and the student must wait the mandatory 24-hour minimum before retesting. Why is it that both the IPC A610 and the A620 training programs, which have a primary focus on visual acceptability, don't evaluate the student's ability to inspect actual samples, but they only include written examinations? Well, we don't have the answer, but we have a solution. You can order the IPC A610 Inspection Kit and our soon-to-be released IPC A620 Inspection Kit. Customized inspection kits can also be produced. Just give us a call with the details and we'll work it out for you. Ordering our inspection kits is easy. Just contact one of our friendly sales staff and they'll help you place your order. If you have technical questions, please contact Pat Scott. Thank you for watching, and be sure to contact us if you have any questions.